So, hi Sujit, please tell me about yourself.
Yes, yes. So myself Sujit Kumar Sehdev and I have 10 plus years of experience on you.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay. And currently I'm working as a some noisy sound is coming. I don't know for me or okay. Okay. So currently I'm working as a cognizant technology as a senior associate
Okay.
and basically I'm deployed for the Verizon client and this is a telecom domain project right now I'm working and technology basically we are working here actually like Spring Boot, microservices, AWS, and we have some other tool for front end. We are using like AEM and Google Key. Okay, Google Kit will be there.
Hmm.
So these are the some technology we have used in that current project. So basically, this project is like 5G services like our India, Airtel, Vodafone kind of thing will be there. So in US, Verizon will be there, and when you talk with customer care, there is a multiple way to do that. So basically, my project is chatbot project. So UI will be the better to mobile. So that's the reason we are using the AEM. And as a mediator, we have to use the Google Kits. So basically, they're the responsible for UI to send the backend, and backend we are using like Spring Boot, macro services, all these things. Apart from other company, I got the chance to work some other technology like Store, Angular, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. So these are the some technology I have worked before.
Okay, so now you have worked on front end technology as well, right?
Front end, I am working on the AEM actually, kind of not that Angular, but before I have worked on that.
So that's why I'm telling you, you told me CSS, AngularJS, JavaScript, so that is the front end technology.
Yep, that is in current project. I am not working that Angular
No, no
CSS.
problem, no
Yeah,
problem.
yeah, last
I'm not
yeah.
asking, but overall, you have done in overall,
Oh yeah.
whatever you presenting your experience around 10 years.
Okay, yeah.
So that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, yeah.
So, what? Just I will ask few questions related to Java. What
Oh.
kind of design pattern have you followed for developing any application?
Okay, so whenever we have to design, that depend upon the actually that kind of requirement. Like we have like three type will be there, like relational, structural, and behavioral will be there. So basically, we have to use that which type of will be feasible for that. So
No,
suppose I have
I'm not asking about behavioral and structural. Structural is a part of your framework, whatever you're writing the framework. But I'm asking about the core Java related design pattern, how many types of design pattern, what kind of design pattern you have followed, and where you are feel suitable for working with that design pattern. I give the example because of you have written some Spring Batch, microservices,
yeah.
a lot of things you have done. So simple design pattern I'm asking about
Okay,
core Java aspect.
okay. So yeah, we have to use that like singleton design pattern. We are using that. Okay, solid design principle we have to use for that object creation. All these things.
Mm-hmm.
So once this iterator will be there, Spring MVC will be there. Okay, so these are the some design pattern we have used in the project mostly.
Do you know design pattern factory, abstract factory, singleton, prototype?
Yeah, these all are coming the creational design pattern, and basically this is the how we have to create the object for that. So
Hmm.
basically that we have to describe on that.
So suppose I will tell you, I want one design pattern. I just take one practical scenarios. Okay.
Okay.
We want to call. Suppose you have 10 classes you have developed and different kind of methods you have written lot of things you have implementation done and so now I want to write a one design pattern so we minimize the maximum creation of the object we can create through one and call the particular class and we get the outcome. So, what do you think about that?
Okay, so might be my suggestion will be like you have the like 10 classes will be there you want to use, so that will be better to go to the factory design pattern kind of things, like where we have to like interface we have to define that, and we have to like we have to create that, and we have to like extend or implement we have to use, and we can use that same thing to base on that. So basically what will advantage whenever the multiple classes will be there, we will not ever worry about the how it will be created all these things which where it will be that we have to just use on that.
Hello?
Okay, so basically, if you have multiple classes and for the creation for object, I think
Hello?
factory or that it will be better actually. Or abstract type of you have to go that also very good actually compared to that,
Abstract. Okay.
because whatever the classes will be there, yeah, no worry about that. How the object which includes all
Just
these
one
things,
minute.
we have to initiate the interface and deploy and implement and use on
Hello?
that.
Yes? Sorry? जी 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 ओके सर जी जी जी
Hello.
ठीक 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 ओके ओके सर ओके yes please yes so other thing related to uh, you know OPS concept.
Yeah, I know that.
So in OPS concept, what do you think about abstraction and encapsulation?
Okay. So abstraction actually what will happen? So whoever the end user, right?
Mm-hmm.
So they don't know actually how the functionality will be there. Don't know anything. Just simply they suppose give the example like one car driver will be there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So just you know the driving, what is the gear, all these things, but how it's work functionality things, he will not worry about this all these things. So abstraction basically we have to write our codes. Okay, whoever the users he don't know how the functionality will be working on that. Simply use that. And another will be basically like SS modifier kind of things, means which things we have to like which you want to like different four SS modifier will be there. So I have to define suppose which class which variables they want to SS or modify, which will be visible inside the class. Okay, so enclosure mechanism where we have to define actually.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, where we are finding the data encode. So based on that, our requirement we have to give the SS.
Okay. Okay. What is advantage and disadvantage of singleton class?
Okay. So singleton basically what will happen actually, like we have the created only instance actually.
Mm-hmm.
My requirement of suppose I have to create it only one instance or I want to create it only five instance.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so basically we have to define. So only for that much only it will be created the instance for that. Okay, so if I have to like multiple thread will be there, so I want to put that, so I can use the block level or method level I can do that,
Mm-hmm.
but performance wise or I have to do those kind of some my requirement will be kind of different.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that essence, but basically singleton we can use that concept of creating the instance actually,
Mm-hmm.
and how many instance will be created, we have to like we have to suppose my requirement will be that I have to create it only five instance, I cannot create it more than five instance. So basically we have to like whenever you created that class we have to create the private constructor, and we have to like declare the static variable for that, and we have to like method we have to check that that instance is there or not. Okay, and if you put any condition that if it's not there then only we have to create it, otherwise we have to return the same instance. Basically this will be used kind of suppose database connection will be there right now, like Spring Boot Microservice a lot of advantage will be there, but if you want to create a singleton, these are the prototype basically we have to use for that to create that instance actually, and it's return.
Okay. So, what is difference between uh, concurrent hash map and hash map?
Okay, So concurrence hash map is a synchronize actually. Hash map is a not a synchronize. Hash map take the kind of null one time null key and multiple time null value. Concurrence hash map does not take that null key and null value. Right now, suppose you are asking that hash map we can do the synchronize also, but what is the advantage for we can go to the concurrent hash map? If I want to hash map, I can do the synchronize. I have the method like synchronize dot a collection dot synchronize. I can do that map and I can do that as a hash map also. I can do the synchronize, but that will be happen as a method level or block level. So performance wise not good if you can go compare with the concurrent hash map, because concurrent hash map introduced in 1.5 and basically it work for the segment wise. So what is the segment? Suppose I am telling you, right, if I have to do the kind of read operation, then multiple thread will be execute simultaneously and get the data. If I have to do any kind of modification, okay, then I can go further that, and that also work for the synchronous wise. So if you have performance wise, you have to take that concurrence is the very good compared to hash map. So suppose my requirement will be there where I have to do the multiple type of modification, means code operation, so definitely I can go to the concurrence hash map. If I have to simply retype and display somewhere, then I can go for the hash map because it's not a synchronized, and it will be the faster compared to concurrent hash map.
Okay. So, what is life cycle of threads? You have worked on thread?
Yeah, we are working on the thread. Okay. So actually, thread actually what will happen like there are five step will be there actually. Okay, new, okay, runnable, running, block, and that will be there actually. Different name they are giving that. So whenever we have to anything will be there, and we have to start created the thread in new, it will be created that. After that start to run, means running that threads, and block if any thread is execute, that it will be wait that. Okay, and it's completed, it will be that complete close that. That we have to tell that threads, and there are two way we can create the thread for extend the thread class and implement the runnable interface.
So, which one is better? Runnable interface or threads?
Yeah, so actually basically if you have to recommend implement runnable will be the better, because if you have to extend the thread class, I cannot extend any other classes actually. Okay, if I have to implement the runnable interface, then what will happen, I have to implement the another classes also.
Okay.
And after that, that like wait notify, because is the everything is through working as object level, so which will be the monitoring, so it will be implement the runnable we have to do. So runnable will be better compared to thread.
Okay. So, now I'm moving in J2E part. So,
Okay,
what is difference between Spring Framework and Spring Boot?
what is the difference between
Spring Framework and Spring Boot.
spring boot and spring boot and spring, what is the difference you are asking?
Spring Framework means
Okay,
Spring MVC and Spring Boot.
okay, sorry. Okay, spring MVC and spring boot, actually basically what happens, spring we have more than 20 modules will be there, and my requirement based on now, if everybody now move to spring boot in compared to spring mvc. Spring mvc basically model view controller, so basically we have to define actually like view, which we have to like front end part, we have to write whatever we have to use that like angular jsp or any front end, we have to controller will take the responsible whatever the our dispatchation. So if I have to suppose my requirement, we have to like differentiate it, and we have lot of bean class and lot of we have to write that how the flow will be going, what is the controller, everything we have to define in the MVC. But if you have started scratch level project, Spring Boot, no worry about the how the bean will be created. So lot of remove the boilerplate. If you go to Spring MVC, lot of bean configuration controller, lot of part you have to down, other not way. But in Spring Boot is coming under that. No need to worry about that. You have start your write the business logic only, and we have to like dependency will be there anything, no need to which version all these things, we have to add the dependency parent automatically will take the child. Okay, no need to put the version kind of things, and there is no need like the boilerplate codes, simply we have to start to write our business logic, so we can save lot of time. And we have to, that's the reason now everybody move to spring boot.
Okay.
Okay.
Any other differences?
any other, yeah, lot of other like enable auto configuration will be there. We have to use a lot of stereotype annotation will be there. Okay, after that we have to use the JPA, this kind of we have to use in MBC also. Okay, but at the rate enable auto configuration will be there. This kind of, suppose you have to define something in the dependency but you have not configured in the class. Okay, that you have to, after the, suppose I have that, suppose by default Spring Boot will be taking the 8080 port, but suppose I have the Oracle database will be there. So if I want to change the port number, if I go to Spring MVC, what I'll do, I can go to setting.xml, I can change the port number manually, but here I can go to Spring Boot, no need to worry about that. I can simply go to the change the port number. Again, if you have to do like batch processing, anything you have to introduce Spring MVC means lot of boilerplate code to need to write all these things. But if you go to Spring Boot, only the properties file you need to modify. After that you can simply, so there's a lot of advantage actually compared to, that's the reason everybody have moved to Spring Boot actually. We have saved a lot of time and
So
lot of,
what is use of at the right Spring Boot application?
okay, that is the actually starting part of the Spring Boot application actually. Okay, so whenever we have to write our start the application, it will be going to a starting page actually.
Mm.
Okay, and that's the combination of the at enable configuration, components and configuration actually. This is the combination of that. So you told us this is starting point of the Spring Boot actually, where it will be know that it is Spring Boot application, and it will be start and no need to write all the boilerplate and it's already configured, everything will be.
Okay. You know about the scope variable in Spring Boot and Spring Framework?
Yeah, I know that scope. Yeah, there is five type of scope actually there.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So like Singleton will be there, prototype will be there, request will be there, and yes, global session and session will be there actually.
So which cases can be used prototype?
Prototype actually, whenever I have to, suppose any request is coming, I want to create a new object for that. Okay, that time I can go for the prototype actually.
No, suppose you have a Spring application, okay, a Spring Boot application.
Okay.
I have maintained in configuration scope type and curly braces means dynamic variable I have defined. Okay,
Okay.
means that application I want to, some cases I want to have lot of space and everything have, but I want to use prototype and Singleton. By default is Singleton, but I want to use prototype. So advantage of the prototype, can you tell me?
Yeah, generally I'm not using, but yeah, I know that like prototype, whatever I know that if you have defined the prototype, any request will be coming, right? It will be not check that kind of instance is there or not actually. We have to create it, always it will be created the new actually and assigned to us actually.
No object, prototype is a singleton class. So why you telling new object will created? It will share the singleton object because of if you use prototype, so the application get the extra eligibility to accessing more fast compared to the singleton. Means that object is occupied for processing one request. In that scenario, other request will come, so that take the copy of same object and start the processing of other request. So means performance wise can be improved if we can use to prototype.
Yeah, performance was include, but like whatever I understand actually, it will be take the more memory also, right? Always we have to
No,
create the.
more memory is okay. That is our architectural level discussion. Architect is taking. You have provision, any kind of provision we can improve the performance of existing application. No have memory space, no have any other hardware related, no have issue from my side. So what you can do that?
Yeah, that is a definitely prototype. We have to not check is there or not. It's not waiting for that. It will be start to execute all these things. So might be that we just, okay.
So in database side, have you use JPA, right?
Yeah, we are using the JPA and we are writing. I'm
Why
writing the.
JPA? Why we are using JPA, what is advantage? You give the concrete answer. I am not asking code label or something. You give the 2 points. So why it is better?
Okay, JPA first of all, it's not anything compile time. It's all are the run time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's the benefit actually. Whenever the users is there, its screen cannot show, and
Mm-hmm.
we can customize. We can throw the JPA. Okay, we have to customize run time. And second thing will be there, like if you have to save or find by ID, find by all any kind of will be there. No need to write the native query or any query for SQL query to
Mm-hmm.
insert the DB. Okay, suppose I want to one employee table find out by
No, no,
ID.
no. This is I am not asking. This is I am not asking. You can do through the Hibernate also as well.
No, but
Using the
find no,
criteria, using the criteria and other thing. I am asking why we are using JPA. What is the main objective? JPA how will interact with the database? It is which type of driver it follow? JPA direct communicate with the database Java to Java to database, database to Java.
yeah, is oh, might be I'm wrong or not, but as for my see, if you have tell the Hibernate, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I have to find out by ID? Okay, then I have to write the query actually. Suppose as a from table name where I need to pass that ID or
Mm-hmm.
find by all I can do that. In Hibernate, it cannot be without writing. It's not there. But in JPA for use that, okay, and you have to directly. So what will you? We have to use that annotation at the rate repository, and we have to extend. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and we have to like extend the JPA repository and we which classes and we can give that. So basically, whatever I understand that we have to all our runtime. Okay, performance was faster, and second for lot of query is already inbuilt will be there. We have to directly reuse that things. No need to write for that.
Any other?
Yeah, performance wise, I have to
No,
told
no,
that.
that is okay.
Okay.
You know, it JPH provide the database independent programming or database dependent programming.
And that was independent only.
So this is the most important point of that.
But
Mainly we are using because of I have organization. I want to get application not need to be during the migration not need to be much effort. Okay, so in that scenario sometime company has suppose company has take the license from Oracle for 2 years. Okay,
yeah,
but company after 2 years he had decided I will not take the license of Oracle. I will connect with the MS SQL or MySQL. So in that scenario, if your traditional applications, whole application would be stuck and it is database dependent. Means
yeah,
the organization should take necessarily license from the Oracle because of without Oracle that application cannot be worked.
yeah,
So
right.
GPA this provides the, this facilities. Because of any kind of database, you go in the property, just change the dialect name, change the database name, then
In
you
pro-
will start working on that.
yeah, and that also good. We are mentioning properties file
No,
only.
but I am expecting from you
Okay.
answer this, right?
Yes. Yeah, I know about that. In Hibernate, SQL also kind of is also independent, right? It's not the like of
No,
database
same you
dependent.
can do in the Hibernate. This is the upgraded version of Hibernate.
Yeah,
JPA
but
is not any other way. This is also Hibernate way.
yeah,
Inside JPA, you can write query, query type, any type you can write.
yeah,
Join, right?
yeah. That's the
Anything you
mistake
can
actually.
join column or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
So, last, I'm just moving into question I will ask from the database. So, first, you know about union, unional, intersection, minus. In which scenario we are using to this?
Okay. So union will basically suppose I have the two tables.
Hmm.
Okay. And suppose I want to both table join and get the take the data.
Hmm.
Okay, so that we have to do. So one will be that kind of what will have a duplicate records. Okay, same records will be there. So union it will be not about sure, but union all I think is take the duplicate records also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, union it will be not take the duplicate.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and so
So
if
you
I have to write, suppose I need to write the so local select city name from employee table, union all or union. After that again I do to the select whichever the column I want to compare. Suppose employee name from and a table name I can do that, and I can do the union for both table. And
okay? So last question I'm asking. Suppose you have a table where we have 2 million record, but table performance is going down. So your application, suppose some record, any record you want to search or something. So how to improve the performance of table?
okay, so improve the performance. We have the index will be there actually. There are two type of index: cluster index and non-cluster index.
Mm,
So basically, this for improve the performance of our application.
cluster what will do?
Sorry.
Cluster index what will do?
Cluster index what will happen, kind of cluster index like primary column, so it will be another one we have to create that, and it will improve that sequence number, that
Mm,
number. So
mm,
basically that sequence number it will improve the performance whenever you have to retype kind of things.
mm.
Okay, or find by anything, it will be improve the performance. And suppose I want to fetch the records of thousand means do that pagination concept will be there.
No,
Okay.
but you have created
Yeah,
index. Okay.
yeah.
So in that scenario, insertion, deletion, updation performance would be down. Such performance you can improve.
Yeah.
So what is the benefit of that? I want the complete benefit. No impact on insertion, no impact on updation, deletion.
Might be different approach will be there, then I don't know, but we are using the index, cluster index actually,
Hmm.
and for that you insert the kind of any records, right?
Hmm.
So basically suppose 10 or 20 for performance wise, if I go to the index, I don't think it will be means any performances will come actually. Okay, for my
No,
knowledge might
no.
be I am wrong that
Partitioning.
partition, yeah, I know that, but we have not used actually.
No partitioning. What you just run the command that partitioning would be data will put into the bucket. Suppose you have given the range 1 to 10,000 range, so it will make it one bucket 1 to 10,000, 10,000 to 20,000. It will make another bucket. So this once you run this command, it will make it the bucket
Oh,
10,000 10,000 records.
okay. Okay, might be that I my project we have used
No,
that, so
no,
I
no.
have not.
I am
Yeah,
just asking you if
you know.
so. In that scenario, if you are going to search record, bucket wise, it can search fast.
Okay.
We go
Okay.
into
Yeah.
the 10,000 record. If not found, go in another 10,000.
Yeah. Go to the second bucket. Yeah.
So this is easy way or any.
Yeah. I think easy only, but I practically I told I never use actually.
So
Definitely
you
after the
can you suppose you want to create a view. Inside view you can create index inside the view.
view, no need to create the index. View basically is not the physically present.
Hmm.
Is logical. So what happen if suppose I have the multiple tables will be there.
Hmm.
Okay, I want to join, so I can write one view for that. So
Hmm.
if anything will be change the table, automatically it will be change the view actually. No need to again compare.
So
And
why we are using view?
yeah, suppose I am giving the example. Suppose I have to reports. I want to show the some reports. Okay, and nobody will be like modify anything on that. So that cases I can go to the view, which will be the only for readable kind of present. You cannot delete or you cannot change anything. Okay, and
Any other?
basically yeah, for me, whatever I know that performance wise, like view faster, which cannot be physically, is take does not take the memory. Okay, perform faster and cannot do the any kind of write operation. We can suppose any third party want to access the my DB kind of things. I can create the view and give to them so they can access and they can display in their reports. So they cannot be means modify any kind of things in the my tables.
Okay. So, dear, I have done your interview.
Yeah.
Uh, Good talk with you.
Yeah, nice to talk with you.
So my side, I think no have issue. You want to ask anything else?
No, I'm very happy. Yeah, definitely. Any kind of whatever technology. I saw that actually you are working by AEM also, or it's. I saw that.
No, you because of this technology, mainly this is the vehicle company. They have technology, lot of things, cloud and all things. So you have worked on agile methodology,
Yeah, we are following the agile methodology actually.
agile, Scrum,
Yeah, Scrum. Yeah, we are following.
and
We are.
you have knowledge about the web server, Tom application server. Have knowledge?
Yeah, I have the knowledge, but I have the knowledge before I have work also. But right now we have to like.
No,
But yeah.
suppose you have get the opportunity because of you have 10 year of experience. So sometime need to be support, sometime need to be guide the team, sometime need to be work also as a full stack developer. Lot of a lot of responsibility if you got. So in that scenario, you can do that all these things.
Yeah, right now also I'm doing actually. Right now also I'm doing actually. In
Hmm.
my hand, okay, like we have the resource from Bangalore, some Chennai will be there.
Hmm.
So Bangalore, I have total three resource will be there. So two will be me. So I'm totally monitoring, and sometime I take that Scrum call also because we have the Scrum Master.
Hmm.
So internal we are taking only. External will be there like onshore we have the means evening call will be there. That time taking the Scrum Master.
Hmm.
So we can already handling all these things and responsible the production release also. So we have kind of 21 days sprint, 14 days of the development, means 2 weeks as the development,
Okay,
1 week.
okay, 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 okay. That is sufficient. That is sufficient. Okay,
Okay,
no
so I
worries.
was working on that actually. I was on that.
Okay, for more detail, actually, I cannot explain you, but
Okay,
you can contact to HR. HR will give you the detail.
okay, sure. But anyhow, nice to talk with you. And one very good give the. I can definitely try for that.